touch the dial.
Some of them there, you me see, with the low, I'm a flash, no classy, one more, enjoy my love, come follow me, spend my money, my love, come follow me, spend my, make you follow me, bumper to bumper, when I stop, try to stop, when I stop, try to stop, make you follow me, bumper to bumper, but we no go stop to the celebrate, make you follow me, bumper to bumper, if you want to enjoy, follow my convo, make you follow me, bumper to bumper, the bad belly people come, we accelerate, make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
Don't need to ask no question, just follow my lead.
Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
To make sure I don't lose you, keep your eyes on me.
Make you follow me.
Me. Soon as I step into the door, see all the girls dancing on the floor. It's a DJ, please give me some more. Say now one day go, they asking for. Oh, shall you go galore? Mo is in the place, you know the score. Got the people jumping off the wall, and we keep the club bumping, that's for sure. See, I never seen a party like this. We bet you they make people high like this. They jolly like say, they smoke cannabis. They dance like say, they fight Chinese. That's why I'm you golden kiss. For all of now, they blow this kiss. No, we can cover on a golden kiss. As soon as I don't join me, they rock like this. Take this kiss,
Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. When I stop, make you stop. When I stop, try to stop. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. But we no go stop to the celebrate. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. If you want to enjoy, follow my convo. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. The bad belly people come, we accelerate. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
Don't need to ask no question, just follow my lead.
Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
To make sure I don't lose you, keep your eyes on me.
Make you follow me.
Oh yeah, come see what's in the sea. People popping champagne and the NSC. Everybody in the club, they be feeling me. Send a bumper to bumper, no my decrease. Along for me rush like the Indomie. Every time I drive wide, they feel the breeze. I make their heads on 360 degrees, cause they don't want to miss to get the gleams.
Follow me, bumper to bumper. When I stop, make you stop. When I stop, try to stop. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. But we no go stop to the celebrate. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. If you want to enjoy, follow my convo. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. The bad belly people come, we accelerate. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper. Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
No need to ask no question, just follow my lead.
Make you follow me, bumper to bumper.
To make sure I don't lose you, keep your eyes on me.
Make you follow me.
When your whole world comes crashing down, is look up. Assemble the team. It's showtime. Brains, waking up.
What'd you have for breakfast?
We are the sound of Lagos, and this is Mainland 98.3 FM.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listeners at home, we're getting straight up into the point where this one, no break, no advert, no music. By the way, the song I played was one of my favorite songs of all time. Super amazing guy. One, he calls that bumper to bumper. Well, it's going bumper to bumper, and then there's so much excitement for the weekend. The Formula, the Women's Champions League final is tomorrow. The FA Cup is this weekend. We'll talk about the Serie A awards much later on the show. I mean, you needed to see what we're arguing before we
are not going to say that, to be honest. We will not say what you said.
In case you want to see,
it will not be on air, to be fair.
In case you want to see how we do it here, you can actually link up with our social media platform, facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. You see us live on our YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM on YouTube. You see what we're doing. You see how we're having the conversation. So it's Pop Quiz on Mainland 98.3 FM. I have Sweet Yemi in the studio, and of course I have Tunde Young. We've talked about what is going on just briefly in the NBA, but Sweet Yemi, you have been.
Oh, sorry, no, I've not been.
You have been doing bumper to bumper, cutting eye. Are you paraphernalia?
Oh my God! I did not know this was going to make it.
It didn't come out. It didn't come out where it was supposed to come out.
So I cannot do
no,
that.
You cannot. You cannot. It didn't come out where it was not supposed to come out.
Anybody what that who is referring to.
I did not say Philadelphia.
No. Let's just keep it like that. It's paraphernalia. Yes, moving on.
It's paraphernalia.
Yes, moving on.
Things that happen.
But yes, you were about to say Formula 1 very now change your mind. Yes, of course, Formula 1 is also happening this weekend. There's a lot jam-packed this weekend. There's the FA Cup final, the UEFA Women's Champions League.
UWC.
Yes, I was trying to do this in but it was not working.
It didn't work. That's what I call it. Call
UEFA
it
Women's Champions League. UWCL. Barcelona versus Wolfsburg. Also this weekend. And then we also have the Formula 1. Of course, Roland Garros is also going on. So a lot of, sporting excitement.
Yeah.
Also,
even the final weekend of the Serie A, La Liga, and French League.
Yeah, they've won the league already. We just want to see the ones that are going to go and the ones that are going to probably go to the Champions League. But yeah, so a lot of excitement this weekend. Formula 1, I have to divert into Formula 1. The Formula 1 weekend, they've had the first 2 free practice sessions, and to nobody's surprise, not to mine anyways, Max Verstappen is on top of the timesheets. We don't know what's obviously it's just practice sessions. But then you are shown that practice session will also come to qualifying.
He turns every race to practice session now.
To be honest,
did you see the Monaco Grand Prix?
I have to say that the Monaco Grand Prix was one of the most exciting races of the season. And that's saying a lot because I was not looking forward to it. So Monaco is, you cannot overtake him.
See, if I want to scatter Sweet Yemi's mood now,
you mentioned Louis Hamilton.
If I want to, I will just ask. They would always say that you need to leave when the ovation is loudest.
Don't start.
This is Louis Hamilton's in the entire last season. He didn't win a single race. I'm coming.
I love where you are going.
He didn't win a single race last season. And this season, I'm not God though. I don't know the end of the matter from the beginning. But he will not win any race this season.
Wait,
and he wants to renew his contract with Mercedes.
I don't understand your logic. But your logic, there's no reason for Fernando Alonso to still be in F1. To be honest, do you realize that? Let me read something for you now. Before this year, the last time Fernando Alonso was on the podium in Formula 1 was 2021. And now this year he has had 5 podiums.
Nobody has those expectations of Alonso.
No,
Alonso is not the number 1 guy on the championship team.
Alonso is not the 100. Alonso is not the 100.
Alonso is a 2-time from
compared to what?
Who does Alonso drive for today?
Oh my God, he drives for Aston Martin. Somehow, I don't know.
It's like Aston Villa self.
If Aston Martin wins the championship,
they're not going to win it.
That's the head.
They're not going to win it.
But Mercedes are expected to be in this conversation.
They're expected to challenge for the championship.
Is the number 1 driver on the team.
You do understand that in Formula 1, Formula 1 is unlike any other sport. Eras change in Formula 1. There was a time that McLaren, Williams, that everybody like. Before the race starts, we already know that Williams is either finishing 20th or 9th. That we already know that the 10th worst team on track. I'm going somewhere. Williams are one of the most successful sides in Formula 1 in Formula 1 history. They are a very, very successful side. Nobody knows that now because they're not doing well. There was a time that McLaren were like the cock of the walk. I think they're currently running a live read about winning. That the fact that they won in Monaco, they won all the Indy 500. They are celebrating that. But when you look at McLaren now, if you follow them now, you see Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, and you're like, which team is this? And they're struggling to finish somewhere in the top 10. And you're like, which team is this? But then this is a team that is historically very, very successful. In the 20,
so Mercedes
calm down. I have a point.
I know where I'll catch.
I have a point. There was a time that Red Bull with Sebastian Vettel were the hottest. They won 4 championships straight
on a stretch.
And then Mercedes, you do realize Mercedes has won like 8
Yemi,
on the stretch.
Errors come
And
errors go.
Yes.
Nico Rosberg
won.
He won the championship against Lewis Hamilton, and he had the opportunity to continue next season, and he called it a day
because he's not shameless.
No.
Because he has shame.
You do know. I don't know. This conversation is very, very weird. I'm going to divert back to the actual.
I mean, it's just like sometimes when I look around, I'm coming. When I look around Remarkable and Jason Day, and then I look at Tiger Woods in between, and I'm like, these guys were like 7-8 year olds when you start wearing the green jacket. Now they are flooring you. You are not even making the final cut. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Talking about leaving when the ovation is loudest.
But biology.
The ovation is not even loud again.
The ovation every day. Nobody is clapping for this brother.
I'm clapping. I'll be clapping next time. But yes, I'm going to before this man.
You were duly interrupted.
Yes. So yes, this weekend is Spain is a more traditional track, so obviously we're going to see a lot of action. I do not see anybody catching up to Red Bull, but then anything can happen. For example, obviously it was Monaco last weekend. Sergio Perez had an issue in qualifying, and because of that, started 20th. And obviously, when you start last in Monaco, it's all about Saturday. When you qualify very well, you have a chance of doing well in the race because there's no overtaking. Everybody just
you can't overtake.
And then you had a terrible race. But this weekend is coming to a traditional circuit. No matter what happens in qualifying, you feel like you'll still be able to gain advantage during the race. So right now, the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen is leading the way with 144 points. Sergio Perez is very close. It's not that closely behind, to be honest. He has 105 points. Fernando Alonso, revitalized Fernando Alonso, who was crying in Alpine last season, by the way. He's currently third with 93 points. Lewis Hamilton is fourth with 69 points. His teammate George Russell follows behind with 50 points. While the duo of Ferrari were having a terrible start to the season, to be honest. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc have 48 and 42 points respectively. Lance Stroll in the other Aston Martin has 27 points. Esteban Ocon has 21 points. Pierre Gasly has 14 points. Esteban Ocon did a very, very good race last week. He was able to finish on the podium and was voted driver of the day. I made sure to vote him driver of the day as well because he had a very, very good race. So yes, this weekend we are in Spain. Max Verstappen will look to extend his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship. I don't see anybody topping that. Personally, for me, I already know that the number 1 and number 2 goes to the 2 Red Bull. I don't know. Maybe Fernando Alonso may get third. Maybe Mercedes.
Hamilton is not running.
Anything can happen, to be honest, because he has already been on the podium this season. Also, Mercedes came to this track with new upgrades, and we're going to see. They were not able to test those upgrades last weekend in Monaco. They were supposed to test it at Monza in Italy, but because of the whole issue with the flooding and everything, they had to postpone the race. So it had to be Monaco. But for Monaco, there's only so much you can get in Monaco. So this weekend we are going to see how strong the package is. He's probably not going to put them on the podium. He's just going to put them a little bit closer to maybe Aston Martin. For now, the team that they are targeting to overcome, to surpass right now is Aston Martin reasonably. So yes, unfortunately for everybody except for Red Bull fans, this is the era of Red Bull dominance, and we have to suck it up and just enjoy it.
And the fact that my Verstappen is less than, I think you're about 23 or
25 years
25 already.
No, his age correctly. To age.
Go call me. Age of Okay, Tunde Young, let's quickly talk about the NBA finals that is going on. Match they won the early hours of today. Give us an update on that.
Yeah, game 1 of the NBA finals. Denver Nuggets took it 104-93. It was very comfortable. It was not as close as it sounded. I should not have stayed up.
Sounds very close, by the way.
I should not have stayed up for that. They just wasted my time. At some point, they were up by 20 something. And although still, Denver Nuggets just showing. Some people are saying past the altitude in Denver is giving Denver an advantage. Because even the courtside commentators had to wear breathing masks to be able to inhale oxygen and exhale. I mean, if people that are not running have to wear masks to breathe, what about the people that are running and playing? So maybe some are saying maybe that's an advantage for Denver. But when you consider the fact that Denver never won the NBA before, it's not like they just downloaded the altitude. They've always had it, and it has never worked.
So it's sucked up and it's there.
So that means it's not really an advantage for them either. But Nikola Jokic, of course, doing 2-time MVP, doing what he does. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists, a triple double on his NBA Finals debut. Bam Adebayo led the scoring for Miami as well with 26 points, 13 rebounds. And Nigerian Gabe Vincent scored 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Miami Heat, but it was all in a losing effort. Game 2. In 2 days, still in Denver before we now go over to Miami. Denver are not looking to give up any What I like most about Coach Mike Malone is that he's not your typical coach. Like, it's sort of like Mourinho in the fact that he just says what he wants to say. Like, it does not care. It does not care for media training. We say come before the game and we say we are going to beat them. They are not going to. There's nothing they are going to do. We are going to beat them, and that's exactly what they do. So I said it again. We'll see if Miami can make him swallow his words ahead of game 2 or not.
Okay, well, we'll keep you abreast on that. Sweet Yemi, you still have any update for us before?
No. Wow. Anyways, yes, I just wanted to read that.
I didn't say. Like I put those words together. I didn't say something. I said abreast. That's the way.
Let her read you.
Anyways, I was going to just read updates from.
He said we'll be recording this. I'll be playing it.
Yeah, from the French Open, Novak Djokovic was able to overcome Alejandro Davidovic Fokina.
Just call
them
just
Fokina, yeah.
Alexandra and Fokina,
yeah. And honestly, Fokina really put up a fight, but then
the first 2 quarters were
it was very tough.
The first 2
quarters, the first 2 were very competitive, but then
sorry, I'm still in them.
The last set was was very easy for Novak Djokovic. To nobody's surprise. Lorenzo Sonego came from 2 sets down to win his match against Andrei Rublev 5-7, 6-love, 6-3.
That was a crazy result.
I was very surprised because I thought Rublev
won the first 2 sets.
He won the first 2 sets and then he lost the last 3 sets. Very shocking, but very good one for Lorenzo Sonego. We also have Karen Khachanov.
Is that the biggest win of his career?
It could be.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. Karen Khachanov defeated Atanasi Kokinaki 6-4, 6-1, 3-6, 7-6. And Carlos Alcaraz, my sweetheart, will play later today. He's going to play against Denis Shapovalov.
He's 20 years old.
Yeah, he's my sweetheart as well. I can adopt him as a child. He's a child, like my child. But moving on. So he's going to play later this evening. And funniest thing, I read the news earlier today where people were talking to Cameron Norrie about the fact that he will probably have to face Carlos Alcaraz. It was like they were on the same side of the job, but then he's not even winning this 3rd round. So
wow.
I don't see why. I don't know why they were saying that, but yeah.
it's just like when Pedro said Senegal will be the team that will go the farthest from Africa. They don't even qualify.
So yeah, we're saying earlier that it is left. But it's left. We just see that. Yeah, he's not going to pull it. He's not going to pull a Musetti. He's not going to pull a Musetti. That one is for sure. In the women's draw, my guy Tunde Young's sweetheart defeated Kamila Rakimova by.
Call her name, please.
Arina Sabalenka.
Thank you.
Defeated Rakimova 2-6, 2-6, 2 straight sets. And as I said earlier, Elise Mertens defeated Jessica Pegula 6-1, 6-3. So yeah, those are just some of the picks from the 3rd round of both of the men and the women's singles at Roland Garros. Okay,
now you've gotten the update from the NBA, from the motorsport, that's F1 for this weekend, and of course we've talked about the ongoing Roland Garros. Unfortunately, the King of Clay is not anywhere close to this place. I mean, it's always a huge pleasure when I watch Rafael Nadal play. I mean, it's the King
especially
of Clay
at the French Open.
Okay. So we'll still talk about maybe we should talk about the Serie A award first.
Okay.
Tunde Young.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, please, can we all put our hands on our chest and say we will not say what we said off, eh?
I will not say it. Will not say it.
Thank you very much.
I'm not promising that.
2022-2023 Serie A awards. The MVP, most valuable player. Okay, let me leave that one for last. Let's start with best goalkeeper was Ivan Providel of Lazio. The Italian goalkeeper Luciano Spalletti, of course, coach of the year.
I mean,
for the 3rd time in his career, we won 2 between 2005 and 2007 with Roma. But the first time winning the Serie A, so of course he was going to win that. Definitely. As well. Napoli, they are doing a clean sweep. Kim Min-jae was the best defender of the Serie A season. He only just signed. I mean, the fact that guy was supposed to struggle after replacing Amotekun. First of all, he left as Koulibaly. It is at Chelsea became Amotekun. He left as a respected defender. They were actually sad to lose him, and then because he was the assistant captain. He was pretty much the playing captain because Insigne, the captain, was always on the bench. So he was the playing captain. He was the leader of that team, and he was probably the most important defender. I blame Chelsea. No, he called John Terry to ask permission to collect the jersey. They'll tell you would have said him, but don't try.
He said they want to be the Minister of Defense at Chelsea.
He has been doing graphics. His graphics are very good. I need to know who does.
I don't know who does his graphics.
His graphics are better than the Chelsea graphics.
No, except for one. The one against Real Madrid, the second, it was really good.
No,
the Chelsea graphics.
Chelsea's own.
What was his color?
Chelsea lost.
Because we are here.
I'm not sure of the. I'm not saying that I really enjoy the graphic. We're talking about graphic. Oh, yeah, go on.
Don't try this again.
Next.
I told my don't try it.
Your team is doing well. You are now informing me that the good thing about my own team is that the graphics was good in a match that we lost scandalously.
No, you're saying that it's no. Now this is why we are here. You said that Koulibaly's graphics is better than that of Chelsea, and I said no.
Why did you pick the game that Chelsea won?
No,
why do you have to pick the one in Real Madrid?
I saved that graphic. It was so good.
A lot 10, yeah.
Okay. Good graphics. They still lost.
Moving on.
So moving on to the rest of the awards. Providel won the Goalkeeper of the Year award, which is interesting for me because he didn't have the most
clean.
Didn't have the most clean sheets. But yeah, maybe he made some fantastic saves that we are unaware of.
We don't know. But we'll leave it to them.
Kim Min-jae, best defender, as I mentioned earlier. Best midfielder, Nicolo Barella of Inter Milan. Best striker, our very own Victor.
Nobody's surprised.
Victor Osimhen.
So that would be missing if it was not him.
And then best young player is Nicolo Fagioli of Juventus. And best most valuable player, MVP is none other than
the name nobody can spell.
Kvaratskhelia.
Is it Kvaratskhelia?
Does everybody want to try to pronounce Kvaratskhelia?
No, I'm not going to try it.
Anyway, yeah, so
you can tell me to pronounce and I will pronounce it the way I will.
Also, his debut season as well, so very impressive.
A lot of these guys are there. Kvaratskhelia in his debut season,
Kim Min-jae as
in his debut season, Fagioli in his debut
season. Fantastic job, honestly. He did a fantastic job with Napoli this season.
Absolutely. So obviously,
he won't be there next season.
He's taking a sabbatical. He might change his mind because men lie sometimes.
A lot. That's the for another day.
Okay, well, you can actually watch us live. I'm seeing a lot of comments on our YouTube platform, Milan 98.3 FM on YouTube, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, we're building the fan base from there, and also on Facebook.com/Milan 98.3 FM. You can also watch us live there. Paul Adedeji says, "AY from Oshodi, wow. There's a void in this room and it used to be filled with a man called Olajide." Okay, I'm sure you're referring to Triple. It's actually me say, even your Opeyemi, Sweet Yemi and Tunde Tunana, what is precious? You all are doing well. Tunde Young, how do you feel when you saw the news that Madrid are interested in Kai Havertz? Okay.
I sat down on my knees on Anthony Bridge
and cried.
And I started shedding tears of joy.
In there for Jotan says, it seems Sweet Yemi has been okay, this one she's not been around. I have to skip that. Same never Jotan says, why is Sweet Yemi wearing all black? It seems she's still mourning Arsenal. Okay, in there for Jotan, you are in the mood for trouble today, and I will not accommodate it. I'm a man of peace. I'm not a man of war. Well, on Facebook says Akim Enyola Idris says, keep up the good work, guys. Akim Enyola Idris says, first to comment. Well, I used to see that on Twitter. First to comment. Okay, thank you, Andy and Anongun says, good evening everyone in the studio. Keep up the good work. You people are doing an amazing job. Thank you. Timoski says, keep up the good work. Thank you. I am Osar says, good evening guys. Keep up the good work. Pro, what do you think about us winning Man City tomorrow? Nobody should banter Manchester United, please. Osas from Okokumaiko. Timoski says, where is Triple? Well, Triple is no longer with Milan 98.3 FM. So we're here, and don't forget that yesterday we had a new member to the sport family. His name is Sister Precious. Well, he didn't join us today. So Tunde Young, now let's bring this thing out. I have my clear reservation about my position on Jose Mourinho. I feel
wait. Your opinions on that. You will not share your opinions.
No, I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to talk. I just said I reserve that opinion. But I mean, a lot of people have said, oh, well, it's not up there fully. I mean, you look at the fact that, well, maybe there's Pep Guardiola, there's Carlo Ancelotti in terms of the win. It's the fact that he's done it in Portugal, in England, in Spain, now in Italy, and all of that.
Coach. We need to, yeah.
The thing that happened on Wednesday, on the pitch, off the pitch, how disappointing did that make you feel, Tunde Young? Especially what happened off the pitch after the game.
disappointed but not surprised. It's Mourinho. No matter how much you like him,
he's a polarizing figure.
And I really like him.
Yeah.
Before anybody will come and say I'm beefing, I really like him. He's my favorite manager of all time. Even though I agree that Pep is better, but he's my own personal favorite. And I also have the objectivity to say that he's a soldier that has always been. He's someone that complains a lot when things are not going his way. And yes, this time around he had the right to complain. That was a penalty. That should have been a penalty. Like by the handle the ball in the box. It should have been a penalty. Granted. But the referee missed it. And again, Roma's goal. There was a foul in the build-up that the referee also missed. So bad decision cancel that bad decision. It's not like Anthony Taylor even had a fantastically bad game. Like it was not a Tom of Rainbow situation. It was not an obvious. It was just referee making mistakes during the game, and it was not like two major mistakes and both balanced each other out. So for him to complain on the pitch, yes, complain in your presence, yes.
Stop there.
Then why are you going
stop there?
To accost the referee in the parking lot? Like what? Okay, even if he has admitted there, what will happen?
What will have changed?
Will he change the game?
They've already lifted you called him a disgrace, used several unprintable words and all of that. So this is the downside to Mourinho's character. Even though we like his eccentric nature, we like that he says what comes to his mind, we like that he's different from every other manager, but also
there's a line you shouldn't cross.
You should draw a line. You are a 60-plus-year-old man. Why are you like
70-year-old man?
Like his hair is white as snow.
Why are you doing this? And then there's a ripple effect that the Roma fans are emboldened to now attack a referee, a UEFA licensed referee, a FIFA licensed referee, Anthony Taylor, a Premier League, FA licensed referee, an Englishman, to accost him, attack him and his family at the airport. So like it was not even that they just saw him and they were calling him names. They like almost tried to physically assault him at the airport.
They actually assaulted. I think
I saw videos and they were
pushed and they were pouring liquid on them. I mean, it
was a very distasteful sight.
So like Mourinho has been charged, and I expect that he will face serious sanctions. And look, at the end of the day, the match is a nice stakes game, no doubt about that. Yes, Roma season was on the line, but nobody sent you a message to carry your team from second on match day 30
and drop to
6 on match day 37.
Because you are putting you put all your eggs in one basket.
So when you played from match day 1 to match day 30 and you were second on the log, but the remaining 7 or 8 match days you now decided to shut down your league season to put all your eggs in Europa League basket, and it didn't work out for you. You are now taking out the frustration on other people. I understand this frustration, but it is, you don't react that way. You do not. There's a line that you do not cross, and for me he crossed the line. He should be punished for it. I think he should even leave Roma at the end of the season, to be honest.
That's if he doesn't leave Roma, because his body language doesn't sound like he's ready to continue his business with AS Roma. 0913-600-0410. Let's open the conversation. Well, I mean, you look at Jose Mourinho. I mean, I'm coming sweet here. You look at Jose Mourinho, and then his match up, the quality of the deliveries is done from Porto down to Chelsea, broke Chelsea's.
Which is down to Chelsea? So because Chelsea is down, right?
No, he left.
Guy.
At that time he came to Chelsea, went down now.
I am going to
over 50 seasons. You don't win the Premier League.
Don't you know English?
No, you choose your words better. Say from Porto, moved up to Chelsea.
When he left Porto, he won the UEFA Cup with Porto, won the Champions League with Porto, moved down to England, and of course came into Chelsea. They've not won the Premier League title in over 50 years. He won it for them back to back. Moved over to Italy, won the Champions League with defeating Bayern Munich in the finals. Tunde Young, no matter what, if you like, open your scarf, it doesn't change the fact that Chelsea are down, really down. In fact, I read one analysis that the biggest target for Chelsea next season is to move to the top half of the table. Like, I can't believe that.
Understandably. So I just wanted to add a little bit to this Jose Mourinho matter, because you know, I will not say I'm not a fanboy of Jose Mourinho, but I do not really have anything against him.
I'm not even a boy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything of Jose Mourinho. But you know, watching that kind of video, I'm always saying this thing, that, and I've said it several times on the show, that I do not like the fact that referees can make certain decisions that can change the game completely and not get punished for that. It's one of the things that gripes me. It's very upsetting to me. It's very annoying. I feel like if they make a wrong decision, it should be, when it is accepted that this was a wrong decision, they should get some kind of punishment for that. They somehow seem to scale through. They're not.
So you think referees are overprotected?
I have a point. Yeah. I think that they get away with a lot, and I'm in support of them hold them accountable to when they make mistakes. But that does not give anybody any right to behave in the way that Jose Mourinho behaved. I mean, I saw the video. There was no difference between Jose Mourinho and a thug in Oshodi. shout. No, there wasn't. No, if you watch that video, I'm not trying to insult him.
Show mention the leader. Don't mention the leader.
He was standing there and he was pointing and obviously
like he waited. He has changed. He had gotten dressed. They were packing the team.
You're a professional manager. I'm sure that you've been doing this for years. Why is it this particular one that is making you agitated like that? And then obviously when fans someone follow what they see, they saw that, and they're absolute rubbish. None of those fans will probably get in trouble. But then the armor, maybe if any of them are caused, the armor should rightfully fall on Mourinho. I'll be waiting for the judgment from UEFA. He should get. He's going to get. And funny thing is, I don't know. His character is not even helping him. Everybody knows Mourinho's character. It's probably going to work against him as well. So Mourinho, my dear, maybe we'll be expecting you. Nigeria will welcome.
Is that exhibiting MPFL behavior? I mean, it's not a plastic. Thank God it's even Okwe's team. Okwe, tell us about where your club chairman was beating people.
I don't know. I want to.
So yes, I will be waiting for what UEFA decides. I hope it's a very, very I hope it's a very, very harsh punishment. No, I don't think any manager will see that and say I want to replicate that. But it would somehow just said that and said I'm never going to do that. So,
okay, I guess my two analysts in the studio agrees that Mourinho actually didn't do anything to make himself happy, or he didn't do anything to make himself proud.
Nonsense.
Because
let's just say it. Nonsense.
No, I'm just trying to be civil. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here, because I saw those videos and I'm like, no, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, you've already written your name in history with Roma by winning the Conference League for them last season, the inaugural Conference League, the first European title that Roma would win in like forever. And so I guess he's just so excited about getting the job done. And just like Tunde Young said, if you put all of your eggs in one basket, then you know that could go. And besides, both of the teams needed the Europa League to get back into the Champions League.
Sevilla 11th in La Liga.
Sevilla need the win to get back into the Europa League next season, because they are going to from Champions League they'll fall to the Europa League as usual, and then go and win. Just clarification.
Nice one. I
didn't know that.
They were not doing that to go to the Champions League.
Now smart team.
Sevilla only comes to the Champions League for the money.
They collect qualification fee,
collect money, collect group stage money, then go to wear the hats.
If you like, be Real Madrid, meet them in Europa League, they'll beat you.
So yes,
let's talk to Daniel. Hello, good evening, Daniel. Okay, Daniel is not ready to talk to us. 09136000410. I know you may want to talk about the Italian Serie A end of the season award. Well, our own Victor Osimhen got the striker of the year
undoubtedly award.
You will say my reservation. That's why I don't like sitting on this side of the table. You have already said my reservation does not count.
Who will beat you?
Hello, good evening.
I will.
Hello, good evening. Good to have you join us today on the show. Okay, maybe this person is a Chelsea fan. I'm trying to struggle to get to the other side of the table. 09136000410. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Oyedikachi calling from Manu.
Oyedikachi, you're welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, Oyedikachi.
The way Chelsea fans come with these days, I don't just understand.
One of them even left because of Chelsea. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, you didn't find any trouble. 09136000410. This one says, I called yesterday. That's IK from Agege. I predicted the Flying Eagles 2, Argentina 1, Sevilla 2, Roma 1. The two teams I predicted 1. Well, thank you.
I hope you have more than bragging rights. I hope you have extra money.
Because we need more people like you.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good to have you join us today.
Yeah, this is Paul from Mamodo.
You're welcome, Paul.
Yeah, talking about this issue of this Anthony Taylor. Is it not Anthony Taylor that Chelsea fans were writing petition against him some time ago?
Yes, but
this is the dark side of football that I don't like. That these referees, they will keep on committing blunder and they will get away with it. I remember a certain referee, is it Ogebo or something like that in 2009?
Yeah, Barcelona
Chelsea November.
That thing thanks for like, so this is an emotional game. In as much as I don't support what Mourinho did, but this referee also, UEFA should also take action. They should be punishing them so that it will serve as a deterrent so that they will do. Because
I mean, they do punish them. We saw the referees that forgot to draw a line between Arsenal and Brentford. So they
demoted him.
So there are even some punishments that don't get announced. And even the example that you gave was a petition. That is not physical. You should never get physical.
Yeah.
If you want to,
there are ways you can do that. Shout like an Agberu in a car park. It's not going to change that.
I mean, you just try to put these things together. Hello, Daniel. You're welcome.
Yeah. I think Mourinho should be banned from football. Man plays as rough state. And I want to update on Benzema to Saudi Arabia and Firmino.
Okay.
So yeah, on Benzema, we heard at the start of the day yesterday, and we said on the show that he was leaving for Saudi Arabia.
At the end of the day,
just after we left the show, Marca reported that Benzema has changed his mind and decided to stay. He has done this twice. He did this in 2015 when he almost joined Arsenal, and he decided to stay back at Real Madrid. So like, we still don't know what is going on. You can still wake up.
We'll know on the 30th of September.
We can wake up
when the transfer window closes.
Yeah.
We can wake up tomorrow morning and say he's back.
Okay, Marcus. Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, Opeyemi.
You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from?
And Sweet Yemi. I greet you too.
We greet you
too as well.
Yeah, Kayode.
Go on. Hello?
Hello?
Well, with you, Kayode. Go on.
Yeah, a quick one. I want to make a case for Victor Osimhen.
Please.
To me, I believe Osimhen deserves to be the overall best player in this area. And if you ask me why, he was the how can I put it? Was the art of Napoli team. That Trevatella, it was the reason why Napoli crashed out of the Champions League. If you remember against AC Milan, especially in the second leg, it was very wasteful. If not, Napoli will have gone to the final of the Champions League. So I'm not.
This is not the Champions League award, sir.
I'm not really happy why they gave Krivachela the overall best player. I believe Osimhen deserves the best player overall. So for me, they did the Joro for Osimhen. But anyway, I'm still happy they gave him the best striker.
I mean, it's not easy being the best striker in Italian Serie A. I'm gonna those days where they used to say the most difficult league to score.
But overall, I believe he should have been awarded the best player in the Serie A. That Krivachela, he doesn't deserve it.
Thank you very much.
Okay. To counter that, Kvaratskhelia is the 5th highest scorer in the league with 12 goals. He's the highest assistant in the league with 10 goals. So
that's
22
goals contribution.
To say he doesn't deserve it is a stretch. If you think Osimhen deserves it more,
you have a point.
You have a point. But both of them deserve it. It could have gone either way.
Okay, quickly. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good to have you join us on the show today.
Opeyemi, I greet you.
I greet you too. You're welcome. Your name? Baturi.
I think for me, Mourinho, I think the trick of his career is actually going down. And he's a great coach, any time based on his his achievements. But some of us, the reason why we need to do not actually pass in pattern is all those media show, all those we call it Buraga. It does not work every time. Was it the coach that actually make Roma not to play in a convincing? As in, if you watch that game that day, you understand that despite say Sevilla were not on top of their game, the guys, what is it called? Roma were not actually playing. All those guys back of Oshodi, they will say, you will see some of them. Abraham was with immediately when Mourinho, when Roma changed what is it called? Is it Dembala, that Argentina guy? For me, I said, why will you remove your best player? Because watching that match that day, that Argentina guy was.
Diabala was good enough, but then he was also unfit. They just literally just rushed him for that final.
They managed him
so for that game that day, that was the only guy, and you see the way he scored that goal. Then Abraham, he just make number.
Thank you.
Mourinho, for me, for him to now attack the referee after the match, what was he looking for now? Make the body just knock out something, make it know say nobody is above the law.
May rest. Thank you very much. Okay, let me come to you, Sweet Yemi. Tomorrow is the UEFA Women Champions League finals. I mean, you probably would have wanted Arsenal to get this done.
Of course. So you obviously know who I'm picking. I'm not going to pick the side and knock Arsenal out of it. Yes. And then also I'm going to pick the side that has Aziz Atoshola in it. So yeah, Arsenal women. Last year they were beaten, like they were embarrassing in the final against Lyon. So this year, obviously, maybe revenge. And they have a better team than Wolfsburg. So I tip them to win it.
Okay. Tunde Young, quickly, the Manchester derby for the FA Cup finals, is it going to be double for either of them? Whoever wins the trophy tomorrow would have won 2 trophies already. But once second ends here, the other one still had the potential of winning the treble. Where is it going to? First time the Manchester teams are meeting in the FA Cup finals.
I mean, please, double pass double. If you win Premier League and FA Cup, that's double. If you win FA Cup, that's one.
Please, that's
1.5.
Well, yeah, 1.5. I was going to clarify.
Let us know what we are doing.
100% double.
But also,
that. 1.5.
I remember stating in the semi-final that Manchester United versus Brighton was a contest to know who will lose the final. So I've not changed my opinion. I think United should just don't bother to show up. But
they'll show up. They
will show up. We'll break it down. Show starts by 2:00.
Exactly.
We'll do 1 hour preview. Don't worry. We'll get into.
Okay. So, but then, do you want to call the game tomorrow? Man City, Man U.
With everything you have said, Man City to beat them.
Okay, Man U will win. Thank you.
Man U will win.
Wait. Listen
to me.
There's Sporters Corner tomorrow.
That's where you want to come.
That's where I will tell you the real prediction. So where I put my money is where you should follow.
Thank you very much, Sweet Yemi. Thank you very much, Tunde Young. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm always super excited because we take you through the world of sports, every single sport, F1, Roland Garros, that's tennis, of course. And you talk about why are you not specializing?
Tomorrow is qualifying, so
there's nothing for Liam.
I just don't matter. He's F1.
Maybe they should have even kept that I bought us. Yes.
Why?
As a second driver.
Moving on.
I don't know
what else do we have in the list?
I don't know what George Russell is doing.
What else do we have in the list?
I can talk. Everyone with the ones that concerned them. Let me re-announce again that there is Sporters Scholars. But I know people like to get their betting done early on Saturday morning. Don't go and finish your money. From 2:00 we'll give you the actual predictions. Some people are saying I cannot predict.
And now maybe it's high time you start bringing me to this your prediction.
The only thing Tunde can do very well, the only prediction I can do very well is on Ponta's Corner. Every other one is a failure.
And they don't used to bring me to that Ponta's Corner. And this time I predict, I always enter, I always nab. Thank you.
I don't know what to say to that.
And don't forget to join us tomorrow 2 p.m. We're going to have a fuller house, no doubt about that. And then it's going to be pure undiluted sport and maybe some music in between. My name is Opeyemi and once again, thank you, Sweet Yemi and Tunde Young, for finding time with us on the show today. Keep your dial locked on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platform, facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Mainland 983 FM. And don't forget to like us on follow us on Facebook, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's going to be 7:00 in the next couple of minutes, and that means you need to keep your dial locked on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos, because it is going to be voices from the top from Kunle Daniels aka J. Bye for now.